Welcome to Technology Everything by John. Today I will show you 15 things you might not know about Windows interface. So, I have arranged them in this text file, and as it is written, I will start simple with something some of you may actually know. This is called God Mode, and its formal name accepted by Microsoft is All Tasks, and this is just a menu with every control panel thing you can ever find. Number 2, Windows key plus pause break opens the system control panel. I will use the on-screen keyboard because on this laptop I don't have a pause break that is easily accessible. So, as you can see, it brings up system about. Number 3 is just this, search.ms, and this is a run command which brings up this Windows Classic search. It never really gained any popularity, so it's just this, a leftover, and you might not know about this. So, opening, let's just go to my user profile and opening the contacts folder opens this classic menu, and sometimes going out of this removes it. If it goes away when you exit the contacts folder, you can just open it via its shell contacts. Next up comes a cool Alt-Tab thing you might not know. Let's just open two windows, and pressing Alt-Tab reveals the switcher, of course. But if you press and hold Alt, then tap Alt-GR, which is the right Alt, and press Tab, you get the classic Alt-Tab. Control Alt-Tab opens and keeps the switcher open. This is not available for the classic Alt-Tab. Now, the settings icon in Notepad turns a little bit when you click on it. Did you notice? Well, now I'm going to click on it and then move my mouse away so that I deselect it. As you can see, it turns even more. Now next up comes a strange Windows 9 reference in the following folder. So this is the migration wizard when you upgrade to a Windows version, and this is the file which shows that. Let's just open one more Notepad window and let's drag and drop, because this is not the typical extension MAN that most files have. So this is the reference. So Windows 8 is Windows 8. Windows Blue should be the code name for Windows 8.1. So it appears that Windows 9 has been a thing for Microsoft internally. I will call shell 32 DLL, which contains many resources needed for the Windows operating system, such as icons, I have chosen these two. This one triggers a run box. The text is probably in a different resource, so it just replaces it with the RunDLL text and it appears centered. And next up is this. So you might have heard of WinVer, which shows the About Windows dialog box. Well, this also opens it, and you may ask, what is wrong with it? Well, this is wrong with it. Next up come a few strange Windows shells. So a shell is a special folder these shells like control panel, this PC is a shell as well, and the apps folder, these are just shells, but there are some that are a little bit weird, to say the least. This is the command folder shell, which obviously invokes commands for the icons, how large the icons are. So let's try this. So as you can see, it like changes how large the icons are. And opening these, well, some can open, and these obviously invoke functions like this should be folder options, and they obviously invoke some functions, but they are not quite meant to be used directly. And this, I am not exactly sure what this is. So this is a very strange empty folder. This is just the delegate folder that appears in computer. Thank you for the description, Microsoft. And it just doesn't appear in computer. So the last one is the last remnant of home group, which was removed somewhere in the Windows 10 development phase, around Windows 10 18 or something, maybe, not exactly sure. So in Windows 10 there were still pages with the home group, but even though the home group functionality was removed, but here they have removed it some more, but obviously they haven't removed the shell, so the page fails to load. The icon also fails to load. Probably they have removed it as a resource completely. Next up is one interesting find I discovered early in the morning today. So going to control panel and then typing in the address bar some location, because as you can see, File Explorer contains this new ribbon that looks kind of pretty and more compact, but is sometimes not that useful. But typing some location, for example C, for some reason causes the old ribbon to appear. The quick access toolbar is also available. So airplane mode, which is the button on my laptop, is in the Windows 8 style. As you can see, sharp corners. It was just popular for Windows 8 tiny flyouts to appear like this. And arguably the volume key adjuster with the FN, with this thing. And now, when copying from a device such as a smartphone, Windows uses the classic copy dialog from Windows 7 with the Windows 7 animation. I don't really like copying a lot of files just without purpose, so I will showcase the IE browsing history delete, while just it has a similar Windows 7 animation, as you can see over here. Okay, as you can see. So next up, Edge Legacy, which appears to be partially there. I mean, you cannot use it, but I mean it just flickers a little bit. So pressing here and selecting just all data from the previous version of Microsoft Edge, which isn't included in Windows 11, but pressing clear now will open, hopefully, a window. But well, you need to have a little bit of luck to get this to open. The next thing, tiff and tiff files still open with Windows Photo Viewer, even though I haven't done any registry editing, and it's only TIF and tiff, and only this I can change. Here I cannot add any more files because the registry editing removes it. So here it is, Windows Photo Viewer, and it can in fact open with photos, but yet Photo Viewer is still present and the associations are still here. So the last tip for today, I have managed to trigger a Windows 3.1 dialog in one legacy app called ODBC Data Sources. Not entirely sure what this is anyway, but opening a Microsoft Access driver, and this is the Windows 3.1 window. If I click create, it's going to appear like extra large, but still is the Windows 3.1. In Windows 3.0, each application had to create its own dialogues, and Windows 3.1 standardized this with a set of common dialogues. In Windows 95, this was replaced by something similar to this. Unfortunately for ODBC Data Sources, they will have to rewrite the whole ODBC driver set so that they get just this one dialog, so it's just pointless. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. My name is John, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe.